I don't mean to take control of this. Oh, go ahead, Isabella. You're doing great. Thanks. I don't mean to take control over this. But I think we should all decide right now where we want to go after this. And I think Penn, if it's all right with you, I've only recently been awake around you, but in this world I've known, this world's inside of you. So it really should be up to you to decide what you, and then all the rest of us can draw what you do. What do you think you'd like to be, or be where you want to be?
He feels he's looking around. He's wondering. He's thinking about it. Like, oh, I guess there's a few different options. All right. Well, we could go back to AI.
Right.
And then something steps out of the mist, and you instantly see that it's another pen. He says, I think it would be better if we go to the crypt.
Well, let's vote.
And then from the mist, another pen pops out. He stands next to the other two, and he says, no, I think we should go back to the Green Dragon.
So we have the Green Dragon, the mists, and what was the first thing you said?
And the pens notice each other. And they look like they're surprised. They say, what is this? And they all say it in unison. No, we need to go back to the crypt. No, another pen argues, we need to go back to AI. We need to find Melchizedek. We need to find the dragon. We need to free the gods. And they're all starting to feud and push on each other.
Cassandra's clearing her throat, which episodes ago ended up stopping a big attack on their loft by outside armies and police and forces. She's channeling the breath that is all throughout this experience, including the source will use breath to attack people. Different people use breath to attack people or to defend. And she's clearing her throat to kind of create within the three of pen kind of an idea of a trinity, that each of them get to hold a little coin in their hand, and each of them, while they're holding it, are one thought together. And they all equally control that, and they equally are 1 in 3 and 3 in 1, all of which is under the control of pen, which is, and she hands you this coin.
I'm sorry, you'll have to rephrase that.
So, while the three pens were fighting, Isabella somehow, or was it a Cassandra? It's hard to see if it's Cassandra, Tobit, or Isabella, but the three of them found something in common, like a trinity, the Christian idea of 3 in 1, right? It doesn't have to be Christian, it can be Hindu, because it's Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. You know, there's a lot of trinities in all the myths of the world. Anyway, holding on to that idea, which she's scribbling in her word, she's scribbling the word Trinity in her charter. The other two are doing the same. They're weaving together an idea of 3 identical faces, and somehow Isabella, Cassandra, and Tobit look like they have the same face. And then you see the 3 pens next to them floating around with that the same face and also their own face. And then when they get to their own face, they all become 1, 3 in 1, kind of like a church, kind of like how Melchizedek, Isaiah, and King David are on a window in the early episode. You are now all 3 and also 1. Each of the 3 of you has a coin with the 3 of you in a kind of a Y-shaped divided equal parts of a 3 coin with your face, your face, your face in a pyramid. That's in your hand, your hand, your hand, and as you hold it together, you're one person with that coin in your hand. And you see Isabella's holding the hand of the coin, but it's her coin. And you don't see Cassandra or Tobit anymore. I didn't know that was going to happen, that last part.
So what?
So you're 1 pen with the 3 pens in your hand, which is a coin. And I'm the same, but I'm Isabella with Cassandra, Tobit, and me and Isabella.
To the crypt or AI, and I flip it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna throw a dice. There's an 8-sided dice, and it's the lower number. Is that tails or heads?
Huh?
If you have an 8-sided dice and you rolled a 2.
I had a coin somewhere.
Oh, you did? Oh, then you roll the coin. Yeah.
Let me see. Turn the argument to insta-choice.
What is
okay.
Yeah.
What did I say? Heads was what?
AI.
Okay.
And tails was, would you say the green dragon, or did you just say the crypt?
The crypt.
So it's the crypt or AI. Roll the dice or flip the coin if you want to. Is it heads or tails, friend?
I know it's here.
Do you want me to pause it?
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so is it heads? Which one's which? Heads, which one?
Tails.
Tails is which one?
The crypt.
So, okay, which one did you flip?
Tails.
So we're going to the crypt. Are you going to the crypt?
Yep. We did it on the coin and on our merging minds and bodies.
Where do Mir and Saltame go?
Probably back into me, everything does, and then we
Okay.
send out the altar.
So you have Isabella and Penn, the only people, and maybe the spider. Used to be a bunch of people, now there's 3 people, each with like 3 people in them. And the spider, Isabella, and Penn go into the crypt. Is that true?
Right. And I tell her it's okay. There's always more to. I've always been one person. There's always been more to us than one person. And we go through the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
And it kind of like inverts us out into the crypt. Me and Cassandra, I assume.
It is Cassandra now. It was Isabella before, but now it's Cassandra.
But they kind of Trinity, just into one person.
It's like you see that you look at her and she seems like the same crystal person you can see through the people of AI are like, but they're all 3 of them. There's Tobit, there's Cassandra, and there's Isabella. And here's a little hint for the people who will be reading this someday on our published books. The Theon, the alien that's in the second book of the second codex, Paladins of Pansakai, when they first met the person, had a kind of a halfway material and halfway energy form that was 3 things. It was an orc, an elf, and a human over and over again. But that has nothing to do with you or them necessarily. But that's what these 3 are. This being is like. Although it looks like it's just me. I don't know what you said all that strange stuff for. Penn, what's going on? What should we do?
It's okay. So we're back here. We're back in the crypt, and we'll have to find a way to either turn these on or off, or open, or something.
Well, to those who may not know, the crypt was originally described in the episode right before the first taped episode, or the first videoed episode, 10 months ago when we started doing this, about a year ago really, in October, which are available right here on the live action scripture playlists. So, it is a crypt with all the gods that seem to have ever been in the universe in stately sarcophaguses, measured out a few feet between each one, and it seems to go on forever. It's a crypt. There are rooms in it, and everything is kind of not a very high ceiling, kind of low ceiling. And it's like a catacombs. It seems like people, whoever's been here, all the alien races and all the people of every Earth culture is here, and more so. And also I want to see, as you come close to, as you turn around, you hear this. And you start to see a golden light, and it's the Ark of the Covenant that was left behind by Melchizedek. And there is an archangel there, Michael, and there are